Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Blue Archive. In the last part, I believe we did an event relating to Aris, who had a case of mistaken identity with Gehenna or something. Was it Gehenna? I don't remember. But yeah. So that happened. Something about an underground auction, about some collective art pieces, things like that. So that happened last time. Now we have a new event, the Dragon and Tortoise event. So, let's do it. Let's see what this event's all about. Let's find out. I'm digging the music already. Reload in. No, the music cut out already? Come on, I was enjoying that music. I was working on my usual office work at Shanhaijing. Oh, that's my phone. Your phone sounds like that? You should change your ringtone. But then again, if you have a landline, I guess that makes sense. Hello? Who the fuck are you? Hello, this is the number for Ghost Sensei with Shale. Yes, may I ask who's calling? You have reached the voice mailbox of... Oh, you have jokes. This should make things help move along more smoothly. Your sense of humor could use some work, though. I'm just breaking the ice. Well, next time I'll be expecting a good joke. I'm Akishiro Rumi. I serve as president for the Merchants of the Black Tortoise Promenade. Hi, Rumi. How can I help you today? I have let's say, a request or commission. The Black Tortoise Promenade needs your help. When you put it like that, it sounds official and serious and a little scary. Well, now I don't want you to get in the wrong idea. I suppose it is official, and it is fairly serious, to an extent. And scary. Well, it is scary. Fine, you got it all right. Do you have some kind of psychic power? You have a mind? Are you a mind reader? I'm just reading the room, Rumi. I wish I had psychic powers. Is that so? Anyway, there's no need to worry about my request. It may be official, but the other words you use are exaggerations. Sure, you say that now. I want to invite you to come visit me at the Black Tortoise Promenade. I admit I'm curious to meet the sensei in person. Invitation to the Black Promenade? How can I say no? And I can't wait to meet the famous President Rumi. Wonderful! It seems that we're on the same page. I look forward to seeing you, Sensei. I'm not planning on doing anything bad, alright? If I am, what are you gonna do? You'll trust your students until the end? And you'll give me a scolding if I do anything bad? I'm feeling a little envious of your students, Sensei. Oh, I'm also one of your students. You say such things so easily. I'm at a loss for words. It's settled then. I promise I'll keep you safe until the quest is done. You say things pretty easily yourself. Sorry, I suppose. I guess I'm just oblivious when it comes to these sort of things. Please try not to be. Well, I've got to make some preparations. I'll see you at the Black Tortoise Promenade. Please look forward to it. I'll treat you to such delights that you've never experienced before. She's so excited. A little later, I was set up for the Black Tortoise Promenade in Shanhaijing. Shanhaijing? So this is the Black Tortoise Promenade. Stores don't do it justice. Oh! Smells delicious, doesn't it? Go ahead, breathe it in. The one-of-a-kind, oily, savory smell. Huh? You're an outsider, right? Welcome to Shanhaijing. This way, customer, to delicacies unlike anything you've ever tasted. Oh, God. They're so excited they made my thing lag. Here, have a seat for you at the Bamboo Shoot Panda Diner. our tofu soup is to die for. Our special golden sauce is made with the pumpkin mushrooms stewed in a pot with the tofu. Don't waste your breath with tofu. The true pearl of the promenade is great mountain chicken. At our restaurant, we steam the chicken in a clay pot and use its juices to make the best broth you've ever tasted. Our chicken is packed with flavor and the meat is tender and fragrant. It's the refreshing, cleansing soup with the deep savor of chicken. Don't be ridiculous. You can get steamed chicken anywhere. I don't want to hear that from you, tofu monger. Our customer isn't some sheep happy to eat grass. Oh god, here we go. Fresh vegetables can calm the stomach and detoxify the blood. You can't be happy with a full belly. The customer needs meat. Oh boy. Excuse me, what are we talking about here? I'm glad you're both so proud of your restaurants, but this person's my guest. President Rumi? They're your guest? There you are, Rumi. Welcome, Sensei. I'm sorry I didn't meet you at the gate. We could have avoided this trouble. We didn't mean to cause trouble. We're terribly sorry. Have a nice day. Oh boy. So this is probably gonna be a multi-part like usual, like the more recent events have been, depending on how many episodes are and depending how long they are. So I'll probably go through like the first 5 episodes, 5 or 6, then we'll see where we're at from there. I told them so many times to tone it down, but they don't listen. You thought it was an impressive welcome? Oh, Sensei, the welcome hasn't even begun yet. We'll show what it means to be a guest at Black Tortoise Promenade. Without further ado, welcome to the Black Tortoise Promenade. Dragon and Tortoise.
Sensei ka. ようこそ仙外峡へ。ちなみに現部紹介に行くのはおすすめしないぞ。
What do we got? We got 10 stories or 10 parts. So yeah, I'll go through like the first 5, then I'll bang out the last 5 in the next part. But then again, it also turns out how long they are. But I'm assuming these are quite lengthy, especially when it comes to the battle sequences. So we'll just get through the 5 and see where we're at. I'm digging this music though. Okay, let's move on. I'll be sitting here all day listening to this music if I wanted to. How is your Buddha's temptation soup? Shall we move on to the main course? I made a happy family. It was dried sea cucumber, abalone, and conch stir-fried with vegetables. You'll also find bits of pork and shrimp. It's delicious. I've never had anything like it. Can I have it? I want take some home. Wonderful. His head shut. There's nothing I love here more than a customer enjoying their food. After you're done with that, the next course is a nice shrimp wonton soup. You mean there's more? Of course there's more. We've just started. After the main soup, there's also noodles and dessert. I portion out each course to get the most flavor out of each dish, so please enjoy. Thank you, but I'm not sure I can eat that much. The stomach of an adult is no match for our high schoolers. Is that so? In that case, I wish you luck. Good luck! Who's this? Reijo? Present, soup's ready. Should I bring it out? Not yet. Our guest, Sensei, doesn't seem to be ready. But since you're here, why don't you say hello? Is it Raiju or is it Reijo? Reijo? I'm gonna go with Reijo. Or no, Reijo? Reijo sounds better. We're going with Reijo. Reijo works hard to keep me safe. Name's Reijo. Nice to meet you, Sensei. It's a pleasure, Rai. Could be Ray too. Reijo? You know, let's go with Reijo. Reijo sounds more appropriate with the nickname Ray. Maria? I don't know. Ray. Ray, it is. Did you call me Ray? Intriguing. No one's called me that one before. Ray. Shall I call you that from now on, too? Please show me some mercy, Presidents. But since I'm impressed, you threw me off balance with the opening move. In the movies, keep beating your foe off balance is a fundamental skill in Kung Fu. It's nothing like that. I'm just being friendly. Using modesty to catch your opponent off guard. You know your stuff. That's enough, right? Reiju. I'm already getting confused by the name. Reiju. We're making Sensei sweat. Did I say something wrong? Don't pay any mind. Reiju is as sharp as they come until you get her going on about kung fu. I will say I didn't mind seeing her put you on the spot. Anyway, did you close the restaurant just to serve me today? I expected it to be far more crowded, to tell the truth. That's why I asked you to hear, actually. Perhaps you should see this for yourself. If anything happens, Reiju will keep you safe. I'll see to it, President. Oh God. He pointed to behind her with her thumb. And then... Huh? You got a problem? Oh God, it's the Genryu. It's rude to point. Don't you know we're customers? Black Tortoise Promenade's customer service is the worst. This is why they've got to resort to dirty business. So, as you can see... Who are they? You can tell Reiju's mad because she has no eyes. They're members of Genryu. They order a single plate of stir-fried eggs and loiter in the restaurant for hours. All our other customers are scared off. Not by the stir-fried eggs, of course. Our egg dishes are affordable, but as delicious as any delicacy. It's a beautiful thing. But as you see how it's a problem when for someone to take up a table after ordering just one thing. It's an obstruction of business. Well, that's the whole reason they came here, isn't it? You can't ask them to leave. I mean, you're the owner of the place, aren't you? They have the authority to kick people out. And they're from Genryu. Maybe you don't know about the relationship between the Black Tortoise Promenade and Genryu. I take you don't get along very well. I know always want to get between you two. In a nutshell, yes. The truth is more complex, of course. Oh, what's this? Genryu is basically the student council of Shanhaijing. To them, there's nothing more important than honor and tradition. Some might say they value tradition a little too much. They don't value tradition, they're obsessed with it. If they had their way, the Black Tortoise Promenade would be stuck making the exact same recipes for 1,000 years. Cooking must evolve, it must progress. If you always eat the same meal every day, isn't that really living? They don't understand the work we do here at all. We're pushing the limits of cuisine itself. You want to lower your voice, Reiju. Hey, you guys talking about us? Just you wait, you tortoise punks. We'll bust you so hard your grandkids will be born in handcuffs. I was trying to avoid this. Genryu has its reasons for putting so much effort into upholding tradition. But sometimes I wish they could be a little more flexible about it. You can't run a large organization well without a little flexibility, you know. See, it is complicated. Yes, this isn't something I can discuss openly, but I hear quite a bit of grumbling about how Genryu runs things. And Genryu doesn't exactly look on us with kind eyes. But things have come to a head lately. There's this rumor, you see. What kind of rumor? There's a plant that grows only in Shanhaijing. 10,000-year ginseng. Because it's so hard to grow, its distribution and use are strictly controlled. The export of the ginseng is forbidden. But rumor has it that the Black Tortoise Promenade has been smuggling 10,000-year ginseng off campus. Ever since, we've had Genryu members as regular customers while they investigate us. And thanks to their charming attitudes, all our actual customers have been frightened away. Call it a rumor all you want, you can't fool us. The Black Tortoise Promenade thinks they can get away with anything. But you keep bringing in garbage from the outside, it'll catch up with you sooner or later. If you just followed Genryu's rules to begin with, we wouldn't have to be here. Reiju already explained this, but cooking doesn't evolve is already dead. That's true about that's true of everything. We have to embrace new things as a society. Believe what you want, that doesn't mean you can just ignore Genryu's orders. Hell, the Black Tortoise Promenade wouldn't exist without Genryu. Fine, fine. Genryu gives us so much. Can we move on now? Backing down already? You're just as spineless as I thought. You won't blow us off so easy. We know you're hiding something. If you say so, have a nice day. So, will you help us? I want to get to the bottom of these tensions between Genryu and the Black Tortoise Promenade. They come here and pick a fight, and you call it tensions? You should be fighting back. Hey, do keep your temper, Reijo. Lashing out will only make things harder for us in the long run. You two are from Genryu, right? Who's asking? I don't think we'll go easy on you just because you're an adult. Maybe we're not from around here, but we all follow Shanhaijing's rules here. That includes you. That means I'd be careful of the company you keep, stranger. You might be mistaken for an enemy of Genryu. So pick your friends wisely. Watch your manners. This is the sensei from Shale. What? Shale? Oh, jeez. What do we do? I'd like to meet the leader of Genryu. You want to meet President Kisaki? And if you really are that sensei. Yeah, not just anyone can get a meeting with the president, even us. Interesting. I didn't realize this was a decision the two of you could make. What's that supposed to mean? I heard Shale was granted extrajudicial authority by the president of the General Student Council. And if Genryu refused to meet Sensei, I wonder what would happen. Why, if Kronos might caught wind of this, that would be major news. Gosh, I suppose that all kinds of reporters and investigators from the outside will come flooding into Shanhaijing. Wait, hold on. Let me think about this. Don't take too long. A good businesswoman seizes on her ideas straight away. On second thought, take your time. The Black Tortoise Promenade could make a fortune feeding off all those outsiders. I should thank you for providing us with such a wonderful business opportunity. Fine, I'll pass on your message, but don't say I didn't warn you. That's all I ever wanted. This isn't over, Black Tortoise Promenade. Oh boy. Since they used soft power to use those punks' power against them, I need to take notes. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Come back to us, Reijo. Not everything is kung fu. Ultimately, the students who were sabotaging her business are gone. Thank you, Sensei. While I did enjoy watching our Genryu friends twist in the wind, I assume you have a plan. You don't? You're just gonna go there and talk things out? Goodness, that's rather simplistic. I like it. Shall we head out, Reijo? Are you sure this is a good idea? Yes. Besides, I have something to say to Kisaki as well. Let's all go together. Understood. I'll do everything in my power to keep Sensei safe. Marvelous. Thank you. But we still haven't finished our meal. Reijo, bring out the shrimp wonton soup, if you will. Oh boy. Yes, ma'am. We'll be right back with the next course, Sensei. I only hope my stomach survives. Don't force yourself. You can leave anything you can't finish. There's nothing wrong with having plenty of leftovers after all. At least we'll be well fed. Oh boy. Alright. God, this music's so good. Love it. I barely heard the full thing, and I already love it. This is the place. It's fancy. Yes, Rikagaku. I said that right. Rikagaku. I'm just gonna call it Rika. Makes it easier to say. Rika, where Genryu is headquartered. It's been a long time since I was last here, but not much has changed. Things are about to get noisy. Who goes there? Stop right there! For President Rumi and Reijo from the Black Tortoise Promenade, we brought the Sensei from Shale. Sensei was hoping to see Kisaki. I'm sure they can be arranged, right? You're in no position to make demands, Tortoise! This is that Sensei? Not brave enough to come here without Sensei to hide behind, is that it? I suppose we aren't when you put it like that. So what of it? Are you gonna deny Sensei's request? Think of the headlines, President. Shanhaijing's Genryu kicks Shell Sensei to the curb. Genryu would be famous throughout all the Komodos. Is that a good thing, or... Beats me. But you're the one who said it! Oh, that was my line. I'm supposed to be playing straight man Derejo here. This isn't comedy routine? Anyway, please let your president know that I'm here. Like right here, I'll pass your message along. I see that went well. Yeah, Sensei knows how to get their way. Things certainly are interesting here in Shanhaijing. You get used to it. You have to if you want to run a business. Oh boy. Business life here is rough. How you doing so far, Sensei? This is all a little more cloak and dagger than I'm used to. I feel like I've stepped into a mafia movie. You're not too far off on that. Kisaki. She really hasn't changed. Uh-oh. Speaking of the mafia. The president's coming! Oh boy. Who's this little lady? I've heard stories about you, Sensei. It's good to finally meet you. If only the circumstances were different. Now, what should I call you? Just Kisaki? Watch your mouth! I don't care if you're with Shale. Yeah, mind your manners. Enough. Sensei has come far to meet us. We can make allowances. Yes, President. Please forgive us for going above our stations. They say the Sensei from Shale is a loose cannon. A conniving mastermind. Who crushes anything that stands in their way. Who the heck told you that? Don't worry, now that we've met, it's clear that those stories were exaggerations. You look like the sort of person who's constantly being tricked into doing the work of others. I liked it better when you thought I was a mastermind. Perhaps I'm mistaken. One can never tell what's going on inside someone's mind. Look forward to learning what sort of person you truly are. Allow me to introduce my executive officer, Mina. She spearheads Genryu's operations and acts as my personal bodyguard. Ugh. Perhaps we should continue the topic at hand. You hear about their 10,000 ginseng that's been smuggled outside Shanhaijing. Black Tortoise Promenade was accused, but I was wondering if you had any actual evidence. Show them. This is... You recognize this, of course. Yes, all the Black Tortoise Promenade's cooking ingredients are shipped in boxes like this. President! You asked to see the evidence, I'm more than happy to provide it. The 10,000 ginseng is rare, even in Shanhaijing. Nobody can harvest it without our permission. For a rare specialty such as this to be shipped outside of Shanhaijing without our express approval, unthinkable. Genryu cannot let this go unpunished. The Black Tortoise Promenade was the answer for it. Listen, and I'm not trying to brag, but nothing happens in the Black Tortoise Promenade without my knowing of it. And I've not heard a whisper of anyone doing anything with 10,000-year ginseng. I swear to you, if anyone in the promenade was doing anything illegal, I'd round them up and turn them in myself. Is that all you have to say for yourself? What a shame. Genryu has presented concrete evidence. In return, all you provide are empty words. To be fair, you're kind of putting them on the spot here. You have a point, but we could maybe give them some time. Haven't we heard enough, President? Yeah, the Black Tortoise Promenade is already infamous for spitting on the tradition with their cooking. There's no doubt that they were using the 10,000-year ginseng in their dishes. They're a threat to our very way of life. They don't have values like we do. This is totally something they do. Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness, Black Tortoise Promenade. I won't deny that our approach to cooking can be unconventional, but you can't find success without taking a few risks. If you never go outside the lines, you'll end up duller who can't think for herself. Enough. I'll not brook needless mockery here. We have made our accusation against the Black Tortoise Promenade. It is only fair that I hear their appeal. You're being too forgiving, President. We know they did it. They smuggled the 10,000-year ginseng. Every student of Shanhaijing may speak freely here, so long as it does not harm our academy. But the Black Tortoise Promenade is harming Shanhaijing right now. There is a difference between thoughtless mockery and actual harm. We can't ignore the evidence against your organization, President Rumi. Know that we are watching you. However, it does not make sense to ask you to prove your innocence without giving you time to build your case. So, I'll give the Black Tortoise Promenade a short grace period. If you can find evidence to convince me of your innocence, I will reconsider the sanctions against you. Keep one thing in mind: if the situation grows worse, Ganryu will not hesitate to terminate business for the Black Tortoise Promenade. That is the will of Ryuge Kisaki, President of Ganryu. Not so fast, President. This isn't fair. Enough, Reijo. No matter what we say, those are boxes from the Black Tortoise Promenade. We both know the Promenade is innocent, so we'll simply have to prove it by catching the real culprit. Would that work for you, President Kisaki? I have no objections, President Rumi. I mean, how hard is it to get boxes from a company? I mean, it's not that hard. Just rummage through a dumpster. Where should we start? First things first, we need more information about the 10,000-year ginseng. Stop right there, Tortoise! Sensei behind me! Behind me? How about behind you? You got another thing coming? You think we'll let you walk away? President Kisaki is too forgiving. There's no way I'm letting our top suspect just waltz out of here. Place you under arrest while we look for more solid evidence. That sounds like pretty shaky grounds for making an arrest. I don't need any grounds to take care of criminals like you. I won't attack. No, I have a feeling it's the Ganryu themselves that are framing them. Oh boy. Sensei, is it true that you're a tactical genius who leads their students to victory? Yes. Who keeps telling these stories about me? It's funny how the strangest rumors swirl around you when you're in a position of power. Rumors or not, I look forward to seeing what you can do, Sensei. Oh boy. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna wipe the floor with them anyway. I would like to use the characters that are involved in the actual thing, but the problem is, I don't have them, and I don't want to pull them. I'm trying to build up my stock again. There's some future banners that I kind of want to pull from. So I need to build up my stock of Pyro gems. Ugh. I need to build up my stock again. 34,000 just way too low. I need to get back to like 60 or 80,000 like I had before. Ugh. I gotta skip a couple banners so I can get my stock back up.
勝利へのシナリオがどんどん行こっか。こっちだよ。こっちから私の番ですね。行きますよ。さて、あら。世話をかけるね。サンキュー。前は私に任せて。行ってみよう。行きますよ。ここはもう終わりかな。全身で思いっきり楽しむのだ。よいしょ。これはどうかな。これます。だから祈るね。覚悟してくださいね。私たちの勝利。
No way. Oh, this will be interesting. Saki didn't order you to arrest us, did she? You know nothing about a president. Well, it's true that she is pretty hard to read. She doesn't come with a price tag, and I can't shake her to listen to what's inside. But I still know her better than any of you. Watch your manners. You're the ones that should watch it. after what you've done, you're lucky we don't file a formal complaint with Genryu. Like they listen to you criminals. That's your way. You pay for this. Assuming there are fast runners, you want to follow them. We may have won this battle, but we shouldn't have taken any risks. This is Genryu's territory after all. Let's hope they don't bring any more of their friends. Actually, that would draw Kisaki's attention. So we should be safe. What's our next move? I believe some mentioned finding out more about 10,000 year ginseng. What about filing a complaint with Genryu? Well, we can always do that later if he comes to it. My first priority is clearing the promenade's name. There's only one place that can help. Help us. They can help us. Help. Good. Help. Oh, good Lord Almighty. Why do these load screens take so long? At least it's not lagging. I take slow load screens over lag any day. Why is it loading? Stuck in it. There it goes.
迷子にならなくてよかったね。仙外境の道は入り組んでるからさ。
Diligent study, constant practice. Alright, so what do we got going on here? So this is what you had in mind. The Eastern Alchemy Society? What's this place? That's right, Sensei. I've never so much as touched 10,000 year ginseng, but someone in the Shanhaijing has. If anyone would know about it, it would be the medicine researchers at the Eastern Alchemy Society. I also considered checking with student athletes like martial artists and dancers. But they just chew up the ginseng without really understanding it, you see. Oh, so 10,000 year ginseng increases your combat power. Did that help my kung fu, do you think? Nobody said it would work like that. But you just said martial arts like to chew on it. Please focus, Reijo. It's Saya. I heard something was up, but a visit from the Black Tortoise Promenade and Sensei Debut? What's up? We're hoping you can help us with something. Oh, no, not happening. Sorry, Sensei, but go back where you came. Go back where you came from. If it was just you, I'd be up for anything. But I'm hearing rumors about your friends from the promenade here. There's trouble brewing between the Black Tortoise Promenade and Genryu, and I want to keep out of it. The Eastern Alchemy Society is already plenty busy researching the immortality elixir. Let's talk. We're all reasonable people. And I brought stir-fried night-cut noodles with sauteed cheese meatballs to enjoy while we talk. Uh-oh. She's bribing her. Stir-fried knife-cut noodles? And cheese meatballs? I've never heard of such a thing. The cheese crisps inside the meatballs, giving it a savory crunch, and the noodles soak up the sauce, and it's so chewy. Uh-oh. Imagine the harmony of the aromatic noodles and the savory cheese mixing on your tongue. It was the only recipe that could survive a night of intense experimentation. I could use your expert opinion, Saya. Well, since you need my expertise, food talks apparently. So this is where we had to swing by the kitchen first. Uh-oh. One never goes into battle without enough provisions. Oh boy. Why would you be interested in 10,000-year ginseng? That stuff's too much trouble. How so? First off, it's almost impossible to cultivate. The plant likes it cool and humid, so it only grows high up on the slopes of Kunlun Mountains. Kunlun? And it takes at least 6 years, usually 10, before it's mature enough to make into a medicine. Even worse, if the plant is disturbed even a little, it goes into a hibernation stage. If you plant 100 seeds, you'll get lucky if even 10 sprout in your lifetime. That's a tricky plant. And the taste, if you bite just the tip, it's so bitter that it'll make your tongue go numb for 10 minutes. You'd be crazy to want to cook with it. You're not kidding. You've cooked with it before. I just tasted a small bit of it. There are some failures that you can see coming even without experimenting. Maybe so, but somehow it can never resist trying out a new recipe. But as they say, the best medicines are bitter, and the 10,000-year ginseng is no exception. Once you go through all the steps of refining it, and there are a lot, it has some interesting effects, such as it provides a temporary but intense increase to your ability to focus. It boosts your metabolism, which makes it attractive for dieters, and it acts as a stimulant, stopping you from feeling any fatigue at all. It even increases cognitive processing so much that you can see bullets flying at you. It can make you dodge bullets. Amazing! Hey, I never said anything about dodging bullets. You'll stand there thinking, oh, a bullet, I should dodge that, and then wham, the bullet hits you. Improved reaction time, tireless energy, and high metabolism. No, Reijo. I didn't say anything yet. You don't have to. You must get stronger the proper way. Otherwise, it's not in the spirit of Kung Fu. I mean, that's true. Of course. I feel it's like you always say. There's no such thing as a free lunch. I understand, President. Then would you? No. You didn't hear what I was going to ask. I'm too busy with my cooking and my work as a president training Kung Fu with you. Anyway, this ginseng sounds like it could be dangerous in the wrong hands. There's plenty of students who dream of getting their hands on the stuff. They help with studying, exams, and so on. And here I thought they were after a unique bitter flavor. It's always about taste with you, huh? Well, at least you're consistent. Anyhow, I don't get students like that. Just read the textbooks before your exam and bam, aced! I don't do that, personally. It's not that easy for most people. Yeah, I agree. Really? For me, it's always been just enough to brush up on my reading the day before. I always get a perfect score, except for when they sneak in trick questions, that is. It really isn't that much easier for most people. You're the only person I know who can do that. Is that so? Huh. Guess I can understand why some students are after this ginseng in that case. Maybe, but that doesn't make it okay. Okay, so here's what I don't get. If any of the students get the ginseng, who's got time to process it? You need to handle dangerous solvents and high temperatures, and a single mistake along the way ruins the batch. Detoxification, distillation, neutralization, separation, rapid cooling, extraction, and that's just off the top of my head. You need a professional lab to make anything useful. If there's anything other than the Eastern Alchemy Society with that kind of setup, I'd have heard about it. And if anyone was distributing all that equipment, my contacts would have informed me. You both know your stuff. You can't turn on Bunsen burner in Shanhaijing without my knowing about it. Not that all this knowledge is helping with the immortality elixir. You're still chasing the immortality elixir, eh? Why are you so intent on creating this elixir? I'm driven because it's impossible. That's right, impossible! Anything less than an impossible goal wouldn't be worth the challenge. And your research are worth her salt what has to aim as high as possible, no matter how difficult. And while I work towards this difficult and impossible thing, I'll naturally make lots of great discoveries on the way. That's downright inspiring, Saya. Saya? You have a broader vision than I realized. Don't get me wrong, those discoveries are nice, but they're not the goal. Some scientists get sidelined by their unexpected results and forget what they're after. But not the Eastern Alchemy Society. I won't allow it. You're doing good work, Saya. You can compliment me all you want, Sensei, but I'm still not getting wrapped up in this. I don't know who's smuggling the 10,000-year ginseng or what it's being used for. Oh, actually, you thought something. No, I just had a thought. Nothing that concerns you. There was that one research project using a chemical from the 10,000-year ginseng to stimulate brain function. But that research is... You mentioned that 10,000-year ginseng only grows on Kunlun Mountain, right? Didn't you? We should take a look there for ourselves. Thanks for the lead. The Eastern Alchemy Society has nothing to do with your investigation. I'll be sure to mention that to Genry when I see them. Oh boy. Alright. Wonga Circle Walk. Wonga. Longer road, taller mountain. Are you alright, Sensei? I'm no spring chicken. Sensei, when all this is over, do you want to do Kung Fu training with me? Since it's chaos, that may not be a bad idea. What brought this on? In everything you do, stamina and endurance are key. That's true even in cooking. And I think it's the same with your work, Sensei. Sounds like you just want to whip me into shape. That too. No, I don't want to exercise, guys like me. I don't want to do anything. Act before you think, you'll surely lose. That describes you perfectly. See, you already got the Kung Fu spirit in you. This is getting interesting. I should have brought Tang Hulu and Oolong. What the fuck's that? I'm not doing this for your entertainment! Whoever you are. Uh-oh. Let's get you again. You're late, Black Tortoise Promenade. Allow me to introduce myself formally. I am Konoi Mina, Executive Officer of Genryu. You're Kisaki's right-hand girl. I take it she actually sent you this time. Perhaps. Criminals can't resist returning to the scene of the crime. I knew you'd show up eventually. Again with the baseless accusations. You Genryu members are too much. No, the signs are there. I'm sure of your guilt now, beyond a doubt. Maybe you think you're sure, but I say you're being careless. I never take so much as a careless step. Maybe other students can afford to be, but not Genryu. You're pretty cocky, you know that? It's diligence, not cockiness. It's high time I close this case for good. It's been a tough road getting to the bottom of this, but the deepest road is the most satisfying. Did she just let a meal ticket on fire? Don't burn the precious meal ticket! Don't worry, Sensei, it's a fake. It would have been much cooler if I had a real cigarette. No, it wouldn't. Smoking isn't cool. Huh. Smoking kills. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright. Alright. Oh dear, I didn't want to resort to force, but there may be no avoiding it. So, can we talk this out now? sir, I'll never move forward. But to move forward, I can't grow. It's not an indignity unless you let it be. We're not born simply to die. Oh boy. What's she going on about? She's speaking nonsense. Yeah, I didn't catch all that. Oh boy. She's got the whole inner monologue tone go along with it. I staked this place out after I heard you were meeting with the Eastern Alchemy Society. I was curious if the society would come here with you, or if you come alone. Is the Eastern Alchemy Society on your suspect list? They deal in medicines. It's only natural they'd reach out to the Black Tortoise Promenade to get their hands on special ingredients. That's some imagination you've got there. That's deduction, not imagination. You talk like you're from an old noir film. God, you're quite the hard-boiled detective, aren't you? Put Aru to shame. I'm glad somebody noticed. You can relax with us, no need to play it cool. I'm not playing anything. I already am cool. She's an idiot. Seems like. If the Eastern Alchemy Society is so suspicious, why haven't we been hassling them too? I don't have proof against them. On the other hand, we have that box from your promenade. Again, you can reach into any dumpster to pick up a random box. So if I pick up a box that's from, let's say, my local supermarket in a dumpster, and I ship something illegal out, would that, what, can I frame them for doing that, for shipping something out? You shouldn't? I'm seeing a lot of holes in this, deduction that they claim to have. Now the culprits have returned to the scene of the crime. You may as well have written a confession. The only thing left to decide is what to do with you, Sensei. You're jumping to conclusions. How could we have harvested ginseng from the sacred mountain without Genry noticing in the first place? That's easy. Everyone knows that Black Tortoise Promenade will resort to any and every dirty trick in the book. Bribery, coercion, nighttime sneakery. There are too many things to ways to list. I'm sure you all know about that. That sort of thing. Please use your brain if you have one. You keep saying that criminals have always returned to the scene of the crime. Well, you returned here too, didn't you? It seems to me that Genry is behind this, and you're trying to pin it on us. How dare you? But it makes sense though, right? Who else but Genry could secretly smuggle the ginseng from here? Then you frame the Black Tortoise Promenade and get rid of us once and for all. You're ignoring the biggest smoking gun of them all. 10,000-year ginseng was found in one of your boxes. The Black Tortoise Promenade makes deliveries all over Shanhaijing. Maybe you forgot, but Genry basically runs everything in Shanhaijing. It would have been a piece of cake for you to get your hands on a few misplaced promenade boxes. Nonsense! Your nonsense! Oh boy. I mean, she finally raised the point. Yes. Now, if I may set aside my title for president and offer an outsider's perspective, the Black Tortoise Promenade and Genry watch every move the other makes, right? I'm not sure how one could smuggle anything out without the other noticing. You're right, someone would have witnessed something by now. Huh? Sensei, you aren't taking their side, are you? Sensei, you can't honestly believe Genry is innocent. I'm not doing anything like that. Poor Sensei getting dragged into your bickering. Honestly, you're like two peas in a pod and you don't even realize it. Are there any other groups? Anyone who's independent from both the Black Tortoise Promenade and Genryu? There's no such organization in Shanhaijing, Sensei. Genryu's influences everything that happens here. If I had to pick a group, I'd say Black Tortoise Promenade. Good thinking. It's another piece of evidence proving the Black Tortoise Promenade's guilt. Thanks for the advice, Sensei. Nice assist. Are you seriously bragging that your club sticks its nose into everyone's business? That's embarrassing. Is that what you meant? Sensei, did you trick me? Are you an enemy after all? No. But, fine. I'll believe you for now. It's a good question. An organization not influenced by either of our groups. Oh, I can think of one. President, you know the answer. What club is that? No, it couldn't be. If that place is somehow involved, then Shanhaijing is in worse state than I thought. Bumping yourself and withholding details is not appropriate in a school setting. Sensei, are you educating me? Actually, I just wanted you to spill the beans. Sensei, I'm here for you, President. If it's hard to say it out loud, just whisper into my ear. What are you blabbing about? Spit it out or I'll show you how we make people talk in Genryu. I realize there is one group. They're a group that nobody would ever think of. None of us even considered them. The fact that you still don't know who I'm talking about proves it. Why, their very name is synonymous with innocence. So, who are you talking about? Shanhaijing's Disciplinary Support Department, the Plum Blossom Garden. Uh-oh. That's no good. That's no good.
Oh, 先生、待ってたよ。どう？
Alright, let's bring out this last one. $72, $53, $81, $48. Phew, all done with grading. I could use a stretch. Gosh, I wish the kids would study more. Didn't even make the test that hard this time, and there's still kids who need to do makeup work. I just know Shun is going to bother me again about the difficulty of the tests. Good day, little instructor. It's been a while. President Rumi, hi. But little instructor, I do have a name, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, little Kokona. How have you been? Little Kokona isn't any better. But I'm mature, I can let it go. I've been good, teaching the kids sure keeps me busy. That's great, Kokona, just great. Let us know if you need anything at all, okay? I hope we're not bothering you while we're busy, Instructor Kokona. No, it's no bother, you're all welcome. It's so new to see people from the Black Tortoise Promenade and Genryu together. So about that, I'm glad you mentioned it. You stay clear of these bad girls. They spit on tradition. They're always up to trouble. I'd avoid these bullies if you want. They close themselves off from the world and picks on anyone who doesn't do the same. Boy. That's enough for you. At least I have values. Don't tell me what to do, Genryu. This isn't your turf. Poor Kokona, all the squabbling is giving her a panic attack. Thanks, Sensei. Nice save. So we do have an actual reason for this visit, Kokona. Has anyone asked you to move any strange boxes lately? Strange boxes? I don't think... Oh, actually. Got a hit, huh? Yes, a student did ask me to deliver a box of Black Tortoise Promenade to someone outside of the academy. Of course it was from Black Tortoise Promenade. Stop jumping to conclusions! Instructor Kokona, what did the student look like? I didn't get a good look. I think she was sick because she was wearing a mask. So she hid her identity. An obvious Black Tortoise Promenade trick. Oh, and why's that? The Black Tortoise Promenade will do anything to get their hands on the ingredients, right? Well, I can't deny that. But if one of our members has done something so illegal that she had to hide her face, I'd have heard about it. Now that's interesting. Not Rumi, but you. Well, Reijo does take care of a good amount of our on-the-ground work, let's say. She hasn't missed anything yet. I could vouch for her. Oh, and the students of the Plum Blossom Garden have been asked to do some weird errands lately. The students? You mean the kids? Please explain. So we often have the kids do little deliveries and other errands for the students. It's good real-world training. But lately, we've been getting requests to deliver things to people on the outside. You didn't accept these requests, did you? Yeah. It didn't sound dangerous, and the students asking for help said they'd keep our kids safe. I went with them once, too, just to be sure. Everything seemed okay. Anyway, who in Kavolis would dare miss the students of the Plum Blossom Garden? Despicable. Did you say something? Don't worry about it. Thanks for your time today, Instructor Kokona. Sensei. Alright, thank you for your time. What was that about? They have an epiphany? Uh-huh. What? You're leaving already? Good thinking, Reijo. This isn't something I want to talk about in front of the kids. I just wanted to protect them from the look of Officer Mina's face. Using innocent kids like that. Oh. Do they have no shame? I will find them and I will crush them with all the might of Genryu if I have to. Why don't you take some deep breaths? You expect me to just let this go, Sensei? None of us are suggesting that, but let's think for a moment. It would be nice if we could gather up all the Genryu's might, as you put it. But as far as I know, even Kisaki can't do that. What do you know about the president? Let's just say she and I know just as much about each other as we should. What does that mean? Whatever we do next, we should make sure we catch the ones who are actually responsible. Good point, Sensei. It's pretty common for lower-ranked members to get all the blame and responsibility in big organizations. I've even seen it happen at the Black Tortoise Promenade. That's because you give your underlings too much freedom. There must be strict rules that every member of the group follows, no exceptions. Yeah, rules so strict that you can't adapt to the times. When like those as curveballs, our members have enough flexibility to react. And what do you call tricking those poor kids in the Plum Blossom Garden? Being flexible? Get it through your thick skull. We had nothing to do with this. You still don't have any concrete evidence anyway. That's why we should be working together to gather evidence and find the real culprit. We're also angry the Plum Blossom Garden was dragged into this, you know. And what will you do when I prove the Black Tortoise Promenade was behind this after all? I'll take personal responsibility. Close the promenade, scatter our members, whatever you want. President! Don't worry, even if we lose everything, we can always start again. Besides, I don't think Genry will be moved by anything less than absolute conviction. So, Sensei, what's our next move? It's time for us to set a trap. A trap? Where's the trap? Scooby-Doo! Alright, I'm gonna end it here. When we come back, we'll bang out the last remaining bits of story. Then, we'll see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.